Aging affects all of us. Quality of life is related to successful aging, which means that, number one, we can do all our activities of daily living, like very basic, such as eating, dressing, walking across a room, and getting out of our homes. There are several conditions that are very frequent with aging, such as high blood pressure, heart attacks, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, arthritis. All these conditions limit our activities, as well as loss of cognitive function and memory. But there is one common feature that is associated with aging, associated with all these conditions, which is related to loss of skeletal muscle, function, and strength and mass, which means that we lose the capacity to use our walking capacity, our locomotor function. People like 60 years or older, over half of those people would lose so much capacity to do their daily activities that they will need to be admitted to a nursing home. So this means that maintaining independence is a very fundamental feature of our daily activities, daily living. Our major goal as geriatricians is to maintain independence and quality of life as we age. There is major difference between our operation and institutes or centers that focus on specific diseases. We believe that a person is not a disease. A person is a person, and we approach it on a holistic approach, which means we consider the environment, health conditions, as well as their lifestyle. We are really creating a one-stop shop, both from research and healthcare for older persons. In addition, our goal is to train the next generation of physicians and researchers who can address older people's problems from a holistic approach. This is really our ultimate goal, is to impact on healthcare practice and public health. Starting from basic science, starting from cells, small animals, proteins, translating this in smaller studies like pilot studies to test new approaches to improve function, and then translate this in larger multi-center trials that would involve hundreds or thousands of older people for several years and see whether this truly impacts their health. Because of causes that lead to loss of independence are multiple, it is unlikely that one single intervention would work. And as it happens for many diseases, such as, for example, cardiovascular disease, it is likely that we will need multi-component or multifactorial interventions, combining lifestyle intervention as well as pharmacological, vitamin and supplement, hormonal supplemental. So we are looking at multi-component studies in the future.
You get in this position, and then the goal is from here to stand up like that.
What is really missing? We have substantial federal funding, which is directed and restricted to specific projects. I think the major challenge we're facing now is to attracting physicians, researchers, and really training the next generation to work on aging and addressing this important issue. The problem is that now the grant funding mechanism is so highly competitive. The current success rate at the National Institute on Aging is at the 8th percentile, which means that anytime you submit a grant, 92% of the applications are denied. And so how can we attract young, talented physicians and researchers to engage into a career where you have such a slim rate of success? I think it's really important that we provide long-term support and attract our best candidates and the most promising stars and rising stars and leaders to ensure that this discipline would thrive in the future. We are positioned in a unique place now where we embrace a complete spectrum of biomedical investigation. Additional support would really help us to address high-risk projects that could really propel our institute among the top tiers in the nation. The number of older people is increasing. We are expecting in the next 20 years, the number of people aged 8 years or older will more than double. We really need to make sure that as we age, we maintain our quality of life, we maintain our capacity to do daily activities of living, maintain our fundamental functions of human living, such as locomotor function, capacity to walk. This is our primary goal is really to maintain people's quality of life and independence as we age.